Pirates of the Caribbean 6 is coming. Someday, somehow, the successful pirate franchise is setting course for a new beginning, one that raises more questions than it answers. Behind the scenes, a storm is raging, and at the center of it all is the big question: has Captain Jack Sparrow truly gone overboard for good, or could Johnny Depp return after all? Let's take a look at where things currently stand. A possible fresh start with Johnny Depp. The story between Johnny Depp and Disney seemed to be over. After public allegations made by his ex-wife Amber Heard, Disney cut ties with the actor. Depp's expulsion from the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise hit him hard. He openly stated that he felt betrayed. In a widely quoted remark, he even said that not even $300 million and a million alpacas would get him to return to Disney. For many fans, that was the end of the story. But Hollywood wouldn't be Hollywood if there weren't any comebacks. And so lately, rumors have been swirling that Disney is considering bringing Johnny Depp back, even if only in a supporting role. That would be notable for several reasons. First, because Captain Jack Sparrow was the face of the franchise for years. And second, because a total reboot with Jack Sparrow relegated to the sidelines feels almost like a contradiction in terms. Behind the scenes, Disney's reportedly working on several Pirates of the Caribbean ideas. The main focus is presumably a reboot with new characters, for which Jeff Nathanson, the writer of Dead Men Tell No Tales, is responsible. Director Joachim Roning is also expected to return for the project, but Chernobyl and The Last of Us writer Craig Mazin has also written a reboot version, together with Ted Elliott, who penned the first 4 movies. At one point, there was also talk of a spin-off with Margot Robbie. It was to be written by Birds of Prey screenwriter Christina Hodson and would focus on a predominantly female group of pirates. However, according to recent reports, the project has been put on hold for now. Which version will ultimately be made remains entirely up in the air. One thing is certain though: Disney wants to breathe new life into the franchise, but without losing its longtime fans. A balancing act that seems almost impossible. Producer Jerry Bruckheimer has repeatedly spoken positively about Depp over the years, even after his involuntary departure. In interviews, he emphasized several times that he would love to have him back on board. In fact, there are now several script versions for Pirates of the Caribbean 6, one of which is reportedly explicitly adapted for Depp's return. According to the Disney specialized website, The Dis Insider, pre-production has already begun, including Jack Sparrow. However, an official confirmation is still pending. Johnny Depp himself has remained tight-lipped so far. However, an insider told People magazine in the summer of 2023 that the actor was generally open to new pirate projects, provided everything falls into place. So it seems some doors might still be open. In addition to Johnny Depp, other familiar faces could make an appearance. Orlando Bloom has already expressed interest in a return. Producer Bruckheimer has hinted that at least some familiar actors would be back. Whether these are just fan service cameos or meaningful roles remains to be seen. One thing is for certain: for many fans, Jack Sparrow and Pirates of the Caribbean are inseparable. For years, hashtags such as #NoJohnnyNoPirates have been trending, demanding the return of the iconic pirate. Of course, his presence alone doesn't guarantee a good film. The last installment, Dead Men Tell No Tales, did not resonate as well with critics or audiences, despite Johnny Depp. Still, a sequel without him seems commercially doomed from the start. That doesn't mean Disney wouldn't at least try. It currently looks as if filming on Pirates of the Caribbean 6 could kick off at the end of 2025 at the earliest. A theatrical release would then at least be a possibility in 2026 or 2027. The franchise wants to reinvent itself, but let's be honest, without Johnny Depp, the odds aren't looking great. Disney might want to start investing heavily in alpaca breeding. What do you think? Can Pirates of the Caribbean work without Johnny Depp? And do you even want more movies in the series? Or has the franchise already seen its best days? It's time for a parley. Share your thoughts in the comments.